Here comes another week of workouts. This week we're going to target the full body again, and we're going to work through some metabolic circuits. What that means is I'm going to use big muscles, work them through some big movements, and incorporate some dynamic conditioning as well to really keep that heart rate up throughout the workout. I guess essentially the name of the game here is burn a lot of calories and sweat and feel good at the end. So if at any point this is too difficult, press pause, take a break, or you can jump back and step out for a few seconds or minutes and jump back in when you're ready to go, okay? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just try to make it through the workout and have some fun, okay? All right, guys, here we go. We're starting with the warm-up. We're gonna work through 4 movements for 3 rounds, and we are going to start in a standing position. We're gonna do a Cossack squat. We're gonna do the first 10 reps really safe and in a higher position, and then we're gonna get a little lower to get to deepen that stretch, okay? So we're gonna drop side to side here, trying to stretch one end of the legs and work the other side, kind of loosen up those knees and really get those joints fired up. 7, 8, we're doing 20 altogether, 9, but the first are high, and then the next 10, that was 10 initially, and then the next 10 we're gonna get a little lower, touching the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to put pressure on your toes. Try to keep your weight back into your heels. 1 more. All right, so 20 reps with the Cossack squat, first 10 high, second 10 lower. Next thing we're gonna do here is we're going to do a forward semi-lunge with and arms up. So we're actually gonna throw our arms up and we're going to do kind of a wave motion and drop back. Here, we're not going into a deep lunge. We're just gonna give it a semi-lunge here. 3, 4, try not to arch your back. 5, we're gonna go 10 reps. 6, trying to loosen up those shoulders. 7, while continually loosening up those legs and working those legs. Last one. Okay. Third movement is a low plank. We're going to start in a low plank, and what we're doing here is we're going to tap across and replace our arms 10 times. 3, 4, just like an active plank here. 5, 6, planks can get a little boring. 7, 8, fun to make it a little more active. 9, and 10. We're going to do 10 of those, and we're moving up, and we're going to do a lizard position again. If you've done a lot of my classes or you've done these videos, you know what the lizard position is. We're gonna be in this nice sprawled spread position, foot flat on the ground. And what I'm gonna ask you to do is give me a nice little jump switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is too challenging, just walk it out, step it out, okay? You don't have to do it as dynamic as I'm asking you to. And that's 10. Okay. To the floor. Low plank. floor. Back to low plank. All right, guys, we're working into circuit 1 here, and we are going to do 4 different movements again for 3 rounds. I coordinated these movements so that you're never really overworking one aspect of the body, okay? So there should be some nice flow into the next movement and allowing you to really get the most out of each exercise. So we're gonna start in a bear position or tabletop, some might call it. We're gonna elevate the knees, hands directly under your shoulders, and what we're doing here is we're essentially just going to kick back for 10 reps. Trying to kick straight back. 3, 4, we're not trying to kick up, we're trying to kick straight back. 5, 6, really driving that heel back. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, swapping legs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if you find that too difficult, you can keep your knees on the floor if that's too much weight on your wrist, or just overbearing on your shoulders, okay? So you have that option as well. Whew. Next, we're going to get into a core exercise. And I'm actually gonna let you cheat to some degree here. So I call these leg snaps. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna snap your leg and just thrust your torso up, 2, and slowly lower. Really working on the eccentric phase of the movement. 4, 5, if you want 6, a trainer secret. 7, that's where all your 8 magic happens with your strength development, is the eccentric phase of the movement. Last 1, 10. So you can really get a lot of work done by working on that slow drop back. Here we go, other leg. 1, so we're doing 20 all together. 2, 10 and 10 on each leg. 3, 4, 5, keep the chin up. 6, enough space for a rather large apple under your chin. 1 more. Awesome. So that was the leg snap. Next, we're going to get into a pulse squat jump. So we're going to come up to our feet, and we're essentially just gonna pulse at the bottom, jump. 2, pretty simple here. 3, just give it a good 4, 5, bounce at the bottom. 6, be soft on those knees. 7, 8, try not to make 9 as much noise as you can, especially if you're on the 2nd floor. 12, 13, 2 more, you're going 15. Last 1. Okay, that That one should really get your heart rate up. That was the leg portion of this circuit. So we're gonna actually get into the conditioning part, and we're gonna combine two exercises here. Mountain climbers and burpee, and the burpee. So we're gonna do a mini set of 10 mountain climbers and 1 burpee. So every 10 mountain climbers, you jump in, and you can either call it a burpee or a jump up, whatever. Just make sure that you get up and you get back down into the mountain climber position, okay? And then you continue on for 5 little sets. So here's how it's gonna look. Hands directly under shoulders. Here we go, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. From there we jump in, 1, jump back out, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Jump in, up. Remember, we're doing 5 of these. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 3. 2 more. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Here's 4. 1 more. Jump back. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And 5. Whew. Okay, working into circuit number 2. These 4 exercises, similar format, really trying to mix it up enough to where you don't overwork any aspect of the body, and you can just flow through this circuit pretty evenly and without overworking any aspect of the body, again, as I mentioned, and getting the most out of each exercise. So we're gonna start with a hand release push-up, or as I like to call it, cheat-proof push-up here. So as you imagine, we're gonna get into a push-up-ish position. We're actually gonna start on the floor here. And what I want you to do is keep your hands close to your armpits, shoulders as far down away from your ears as possible, okay? This is really important so you don't damage or put your shoulders in a compromised position. So here we are. I want you to also tighten up your core as much as you can, stiffen your core up and your glutes at the same time, okay? So those 2 areas are tight. You're getting ready, you're kind of putting pressure into the floor, and you're gonna just drive out of that position off the floor and right back down. Lift the hands, push through again. Lift the hands, push through again. We're gonna release the hands, as I mentioned, hand release push-ups here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to make that a little easier, you can do it on your knees. Same concept, lifting the hands, pushing through, making sure your core and your glutes are still pretty engaged and stiff. All right, next exercise we're going into is a core exercise again. And we're going to do a crossover crunch. I'll start this way. One arm down here, one arm extended. We're going to reach across and try and lift the shoulders, reaching for that leg across the body. 4, 5. The key to this is really trying to get as much of that upper torso, 6, as you can get off the floor. 7, while looking up. 8, don't look at your feet because we don't want to. 9, put your neck in a bad position either. 10, keep that neck aligned, looking up at the sky the whole time. Here we go, same side, same thing on the other end. 1, 2, and as I mentioned, the eccentric phase of a movement is always the most important. 3 for strength development. 4, so if you can, lower slow. 5, it'll enhance the workout. 6, or exercise a ton more. 7, 8, looking up. 9, 1 more. And 10. Whew. All right, so we're gonna go back up to our feet. We're gonna hit our legs here, and we're going to do a pulsing lunge. And the key here is actually keeping those arms elevated throughout this movement, okay? We're just gonna add a little extra weight onto our body and try to make it a little more of a stability exercise here. So we are in a lunge position, and we're just gonna pulse at the bottom here. 2, 3, I want you to stay right here for that 90-90 bend with your knees. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna switch at 10. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing through that front heel. 8, 9, 10. Good job. So you've got 10 and 10 on each leg here. And then from there, we're going to play off of that movement a little bit. We're actually gonna do a sprinter skip. So we're actually gonna do like a semi-lunge exercise, and we're gonna make it a little more dynamic. So we're gonna step back with one of our legs and jump up and drive that leg forward. 2, step back with it. 3, drive it forward. To 4, bringing that knee up. 5, 6, as you can see, 7, I'm jumping on the other foot. 8, to make it a little more dynamic. 9, and intense. 10, you don't have to jump. You can just stay on the floor if that's enough. Okay, if that really gets your heart rate up, if that's what you're feeling. All right, we're gonna go to the other leg here. So touch the floor, jump. 1, 2, wow, I'm sweating. 3, a lot of humidity. 4, 5, hope you can forgive me. 6, sorry for the sweaty mess. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's one round of the second circuit. We're gonna do that again for 2 more. Great job. All right.